Today, on October 20th, 2025, something remarkable happened. The world watched as history unfolded in real time, with eyes glued to screens and hearts pounding in anticipation. It was a day that would be remembered not just by space enthusiasts, but by anyone who dreams of what humanity can achieve. In South Texas, a colossal machine of stainless steel roared to life, Starship Flight 11. The ground trembled as engines thundered, sending shockwaves through the air and igniting the imagination of millions. This was more than a technical feat. It was a symbol of human ambition and the relentless pursuit of progress. This wasn't just another rocket launch, it was a statement, a declaration that the boundaries of possibility are meant to be pushed, and that the future belongs to those who dare to reach for it. SpaceX declared the era of fully reusable, super heavy-lift rockets is here. The vision of rockets returning to fly again, reducing costs, and opening the door to routine space travel is no longer a distant dream. It's a reality being forged before our eyes. This flight was the culmination of years of relentless building, testing, and learning. Every setback, every explosion, every late night in the lab contributed to this moment. The dedication of thousands of engineers, technicians, and dreamers made this possible. It was science fiction becoming science fact. The kind of spectacle once reserved for movies and novels now played out in the real world, inspiring awe and wonder in all who witnessed it. The air at Starbase crackled with energy, a mix of anticipation and confidence. People from all walks of life gathered, united by a shared sense of hope and excitement for what comes next. This wasn't just about launching a rocket, it was about proving a concept that could change humanity's future in space. The success of this mission could pave the way for lunar bases, Mars settlements, and a new era of exploration. Each previous flight taught vital lessons, and Flight 11 was the test where they all came together. Every failure was a stepping stone, every success a building block for this historic ascent. It was a moment to show the world that the dream of a city on Mars is a tangible engineering problem being solved. The vision of interplanetary life is no longer just a fantasy, it's a challenge being met with ingenuity and determination. This machine represents a vehicle designed to make living and working in space routine. It's a bridge to a future where space is accessible, not just to astronauts, but to scientists, engineers, and eventually, ordinary people. The success of this flight was a massive milestone, demonstrating reliability and control. It proved that reusability and precision landings are not just possible, but repeatable, setting a new standard for the industry. It was a powerful reminder that with grit, ingenuity, and a willingness to fail, we can achieve the extraordinary. The journey to this point was filled with obstacles, but perseverance turned setbacks into triumphs. The importance of this flight goes beyond technical achievements. It's about inspiration. It's about lighting a spark in the minds of young people everywhere, showing them that the impossible is within reach. It shows a new generation that big, audacious goals are worth chasing, that curiosity, creativity, and courage can shape the future in ways we can only begin to imagine. Starship Flight 11 wasn't just a successful test for SpaceX. It was a victory for human curiosity. It was a testament to what we can accomplish when we work together, dream boldly, and refuse to give up. It was a beacon, shining a light on the path forward into the vast, unexplored cosmos. The journey is just beginning, and the universe awaits. The countdown reached 0, and the world held its breath. The 33 Raptor engines ignited in a perfectly controlled sequence. The sound was a physical force, a deep rumble that shook the ground. The massive stack began its slow, deliberate climb. Liftoff is one of the most critical moments of any launch, but today, it was poetry in motion. Hundreds of engineers worked in perfect sync, focused on this breathtaking ascent. As the booster ascended, it performed a delicate balancing act. The engines gimbaled constantly, making thousands of tiny corrections every second. The upper stage's engines ignited while still attached to the booster, executed flawlessly. The booster began its journey back to Earth, landing with pinpoint accuracy. Flight 11 proved full and rapid reusability wasn't just theoretical, it was a practical reality. One of the biggest stars of today's show was the upgraded heat shield. Re-entering Earth's atmosphere generates incredible heat. SpaceX introduced new hexagonal ceramic tiles with a robust attachment system. They are stronger, lighter, and easier to replace. This improved shield is a fundamental piece of technology for future crews. Another key improvement was in the aft flaps, now driven by a fully electric control system. The new electric actuators are cleaner, lighter, and offer more precise control. The Raptor engines have undergone significant evolution for greater reliability. Enhanced safety features allow them to shut down safely without damaging the vehicle. All these improvements are part of a philosophy: build, fly, test, and iterate. Flight 11 was a testament to this process, emerging stronger, smarter, and safer. Every complex machine has its gremlins, those pesky issues that are hard to stamp out. For early Starship prototypes, coolant leaks were a persistent problem. SpaceX tackled this head-on, redesigning seals and strengthening plumbing. On Flight 11, the engine section remained clean and dry. Another hurdle was the integrity of systems during high-stress moments. SpaceX developed advanced vibration-dampening mounts for sensitive electronics. The result was a flight that was successful and smooth from a data perspective. While the major systems performed beautifully, post-flight analysis revealed minor issues. The success of Flight 11 demonstrated that all big, mission-critical problems have been solved. The success of Flight 11 is a launchpad for what comes next. The teams at Starbase are already working on Starship version 3. This isn't just a minor update, it's a significant evolution. A new advanced stainless steel alloy will make the vehicle lighter and more durable. Starship V3 will feature a redesigned landing leg system for safer landings. SpaceX is refining the catch maneuver with the launch tower's robotic arms. Orbital refueling is critical for Mars missions, and future flights will test this. Mastering this technology unlocks the entire solar system. Each successful mission provides data and confidence for the next step. The road to making humanity a multiplanetary species is being paved with relentless innovation. The performance of Starship Flight 11 marks a pivotal moment for humanity's spacefaring ambitions. This test flight is more than just another milestone for SpaceX, it's a demonstration of what's possible when innovation and determination come together. Each successful launch brings us closer to a future where space travel is not just the domain of a select few, but accessible to many. This vehicle is the key to the next chapter of exploration, unlocking new frontiers for science, industry, and even the survival of our species. Starship represents a leap forward in reusable rocket technology, making space more reachable than ever before. For the first time since Apollo, we have a vehicle capable of taking humans back to the moon. But this time, we're not just visiting, we're planning to stay, to build, and to learn how to thrive on another world. As part of NASA's Artemis program, a modified Starship will serve as the human landing system, ferrying astronauts to the lunar surface and back. This partnership between NASA and SpaceX is a crucial step toward a sustainable human presence on the moon. The ultimate destination for Starship has always been Mars. The red planet represents the next great leap for humanity, a place where we can test our limits and expand our horizons. A trip to Mars requires a vehicle that can carry a large crew and tons of cargo, everything needed for survival, research, and building a new home. Starship is designed with these challenges in mind. Starship's massive payload capacity means it can deliver habitats, scientific equipment, and supplies, everything needed for a self-sustaining outpost. This capability is essential for long-term missions and the dream of colonizing Mars. The implications of a fully operational Starship fleet go even further. With regular flights, we could see a new era of space infrastructure, from lunar bases to asteroid mining and beyond. It fundamentally changes the economics of operating in space, making ambitious projects, like building space stations, refueling depots, and even interplanetary travel, viable for the first time. By becoming a multiplanetary species, we create a backup for civilization and open up a future filled with possibility, adventure, and hope for generations to come. Why does SpaceX keep pushing, building, and sometimes failing? What drives a team to return to the drawing board, to rebuild after setbacks, and to keep reaching for the stars, even when the odds seem impossible? It's the human spirit of exploration. It's the relentless urge to go further, to discover, and to challenge the boundaries of what we know. It's an innate curiosity, a desire to see what's over the next hill and to ask, what if we could go even farther? This drive is woven into our DNA, compelling us to look up and wonder what lies beyond our world. We build these machines not just because we can, but because we must. The urge to create, to innovate, and to solve problems is at the heart of every great leap forward. Starship is the modern-day equivalent of the great sailing ships of the Age of Discovery. It represents our collective ambition to cross new frontiers and to connect humanity with the cosmos. The philosophy at SpaceX is to embrace failure as a data point. Every setback is a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey toward progress. Every explosion, every failed landing, every anomaly is a lesson. Each mistake is carefully studied, fueling improvements and innovations for the next attempt. Starship Flight 11 was a success because it stood on the shoulders of previous attempts. Each test, whether triumphant or not, paved the way for this achievement. It inspires a global audience and encourages students to pursue STEM. The excitement of spaceflight sparks imaginations and motivates the next generation of explorers, scientists, and engineers. The story of Starship is a story about optimism and a bet on the future. It's about believing that tomorrow can be better and that we can shape it with courage and ingenuity. We build, test, and fly again because the call of the frontier is too strong to ignore. The journey is never easy, but the promise of discovery makes every risk worthwhile.